So this is an 87 Mustang GT, belongs to a customer of mine. Was at another shop. I ain't gonna say the name of the shop because he is closed down. The guy told him that he had port and polished the intake for him, rebuilt the motor. There ain't nothing been done to the intake on the inside of there. Upper plenum has nothing done. It's not even bent, wasn't even cleaned off properly. It was just put back on. As you can see, the motor was just sat down in the car. None of the bolts were even put in the transmission. It was just put in there. So I'm getting a hell of a project. None of the motor mount nuts are even put on there. I mean, granted, the guy did refund the guy $1,000 back and told him to come get the car. And I got a hold of him and said, hey, it'd be a pleasure of mine to actually finish it. But I mean, it's got the high-rise valve covers on it, Elderbrock, I believe they are, with the Elderbrock heads on it. Nice car. The guy's got some money tied up into it, and instead of getting a adapter to lift the intake half an inch to clear the valve covers, the guy just dings the hell out of the valve cover right there. He had wire, the wiring harness that goes to the distributor. It was pinched up in there bad. None of the vacuum lines on there were even hooked up. Exhaust is not even bolted to the collectors, which anyways, that makes it a little easier on me because I'm going to be putting a set of headers on it for the gentleman. But when you call yourself a shop and yet you do shady work like that, I mean, that starter's just, I had to bungee it up when I towed it into the shop tonight. So please be aware of who you take your vehicles to. I mean, as you see, I got it in pieces. This is the way I got the vehicle. I took the plenum off, the alternator bracket and all that. Box of bolts just straight there. Kind of concerned about this right here. That's actually on the cam holder. There's some more bolts and whatnot just sitting there nicely. And some old parts, new intake gasket just sitting there. I'm kind of curious about that. There's the supercharger for the car. And then there's a new set of headers. Well, they're not new, they're used, but they're new to the car that the owner brought to me to put on them. I'm going to actually be replacing the distributor because, it's a factory distributor that was in it. So we're actually going to put in a MSD distributor with a MSD coil for the guy. So that way he can get a little more oomph out of it. I'm also going to talk to the customer about putting an electric fan on it versus the mechanical fan, so that way he can get a little more power out of the car. It is an 87 Mustang GT, convertible, nice cars on slicks. It's been sitting over there at the other guy's shop for 2 years, and that out of 2 years, that's all he's got done is the motor drop down in the car. It was there so long. Look at the drag slicks. They was brand new when he brought them over there. Convertible top was brand new. Now it's got a nice little hole right there. I don't know what happened. Something hot got laid up there or some crap. Then top's only 2 years old. So I don't know what's the deal with this guy that was running this shop. He just let any Jim Bob and Bo or whatever. He might not have cared. A fuel pump, mechanical fuel pump block-off plate, one bolt in it. I mean, come on, guys. Who does shit like that? I have a very, you know, he just spray painted over everything. Timing cover right here. That bolt's not there. On the other side, same thing. That bolt's gone. I mean, this is going to cost this customer some money because of a fuck-up's working on it. Hey, the dead bee's gone. I blew it away, but a dead bee was sitting there. That's how, I mean, this guy, you don't treat your loyal customers like shit. And that's what he was doing, treating them like shit. When you look at all the dirt and shit that's in there and the Edelbrock heads and all, I mean, there you go, so y'all would actually see. Come on. But yeah, I'm gonna actually start making videos and posting them up on this project here as I go along on this car. We'll call it the Mustang from hell. I just don't understand people sometimes. I really don't. I mean, this car is somebody's baby. I mean, it's like the breather piece tubes and all. They're not even there. For the valve covers, they're gone. The rubber grommets are gone. There's that valve cover which is on the car. Radiator is actually sitting right there. So let's see. There's the pipes for the intercooler, or not intercooler, but the supercharger. And all. But, you know, none of that stuff's here for it. Because when you do put that in there, you need them. And here's the factory, one of the factory valve covers off the motor. It's got roller rockers in it, so they had to use high-rise valve cover. I understand that. I'm a gearhead. I'm a Ford man. I love it. But you're going to say you're a shop and you know what you're doing, but yet your work says otherwise. Just glad he went out of business, to be honest with you. But this is the type of work he was doing. He was taking their money, leaving them high and dry. And do drag slicks the guy's gonna have to get, because I would guarantee they ain't worth shit anymore. They got dry rot on them, the insides and outsides. You know, paint job wasn't the best on it, but it was shiny like that. And after it sat over there outside in the weather for 2 years, snow, rain, I mean, you see, then he would push it around and hide it from the guy, acting like he was working on it in the shop. You don't conduct business. That's why he's gone out of business. And he thinks he's going to be better off by going and working on cars at his house. I don't foresee that working. I've had a number of vehicles of his come to other shops that I know that I'm good friends with, that they also send me work. But they've had numbers of his vehicles come up there that they've had to redo. That you know, that he's overcharged customers by thousands of dollars, easily. Sometimes $200-300, $1,000, $5,000. So just research the shop. If you hear that shop's not a reliable shop, please don't take it to them. Don't try to give them the benefit of the doubt. Because sometimes, well, 95% of the time, somebody says that's not a reliable shop, that's not a reliable shop. Well, I hate to say it, but this gentleman found out the hard way. So, yeah. Like I said, thankfully that man's gone out of business. He is no longer around. He will no longer be screwing up customers' vehicles on them. having to cost them more money than necessary. This car should have been in the shop, motor rebuilt, and out of the shop in 2 months. They should, I don't even know if they've degreed it or anything on the cam. It's got a little bit of a cam in it. The guy that owns it, he ordered all the parts for it, had all the parts sent to the shop, no problems. He forked out the money up front. Several times he's forked out money to him. He spent the money. And this is how they treated their customer. They don't care. They did not care. Now I'm wondering if that's going to be the right water pump or the wrong water pump, if it needed a short nose or long nose. I won't know that until I get the front of the motor back together. You know, lower radiator hose, I didn't even see that. Hopefully it's attached to the radiator. I doubt it. Oh, it ain't. What do you know? I mean, there's the other valve cover behind the seat. There's the valve cover. They're nice. You know, let's see here. Yet again, oil fill area, breather hookup, nothing there. One side's breather, one side's oil fill. You gotta have positive ventilation on your motor, on the crankcase. If not, you'll blow out your rear main seals. These motors are not downdraft motors. Now, I don't know if they gapped the rings a little bigger to handle the supercharger. You know, I mean, stuff like that. If you're going to build a motor for a supercharged edition, you got to do that. You got to know what you're doing. But did they? I don't know. And the customer does understand that, hey, you know, when I get the car back together completely and get it running for them, if the motor blows, it's not my fault. I am not responsible for that motor because I did not build that motor. But this here was my project, one of my projects. Then I got a Volkswagen over there. That's going to be another project at another day. And sad to say, but Old Blue's going to get tore apart. So, I mean, I'll be able to do what I can do for him. Get it running, driving. I don't know about him taking it to the track yet. He's wanting to take it to the track and drag racing. I don't know about that. I'm scared for him because I don't know what they done to the motor. You seen the dirt right there. Anyhow, this car's seen better days because of them. That side looks pretty good though. All right, let's see here. Radiator looks kind of rough, but it'll work as long as it flows. That's all that matters. I don't even think they put a new thermostat in the motor. Let me see. No, they did not. That has not been off. How can I tell? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's a dead giveaway right there. Those bolts have not been touched. So, it does not have a new thermostat in it. Wow. I tell you, these guys are really A1 mechanics right now. And again, probably why he's out of business, as y'all see. And I mean, to me, those look like they're pretty far down on there. You know, I don't know if they need to be adjusted or not. I'll have to look that up and find out. Well, there's play there. Okay, yeah, they're good. They're not adjustable. Sweet. Right. All right, ladies and Gentlemen, I will talk to y'all later.